This is Eagle Al, and today I will be going over the tie with the Browns 18-18. I'll go over the positives, the negatives, the injuries, but let's get straight into it. All right, so before I get into it, gotta say prayers up, man. We know Nolan Smith and Zacchaeus, they was on the sideline, but you seen guys like Mariota get carted off, Tyreek Cleveland get carted off, Andrews was out, the offensive lineman that got hurt, and prayers up for Zach McPherson who got carted off as well. And yeah, man, just prayers up for them, man. But let's get into the positives, man. Let's get into the positives. Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean, what can I say? Cleveland, driving. Zach McPherson getting picked on. I really like how Zach McPherson, not trying to harp on him because, he did recover a little bit as the game went on. They moved him more back into the slot, if I'm not mistaken. He made a play, and that's the play he got hurt. But what Zach McPherson showed me, no offense to him, he's not really an outside corner. Never was him. I believe he's a nickel corner. But unfortunately, I'm hearing that he has an Achilles injuries. But back to Nakobe Dean, and I'm going to play the clip right here. Man, to read the play from the jump, he just straight read it from the jump. Got the arm tackle and was able to hit the ball out. His intelligence is just on a whole nother level. Came back the following drive, did his thing, and you see why Nakobe Dean is the starter. I mean, it was a lot of questions about him for sure. What he's doing in camp, the injuries. Is he really the guy? And he showed, yes, he is the guy. He's definitely the guy. Now, I don't know who's going to start beside him. I really like how Kristen Ellis played, and I really like how Zach Cunningham played. They both played really well. So I'm not really sure who's going to start beside him. Actually, the linebacker as a group, to be honest, I left this game actually feeling good as a group. With the linebackers, Miles Jack was okay. I was surprised to see him in late. Nakobe Dean did great. Kristen Ellis was great. Zach Cunningham was great. Like, the group was really good. Defensive line, of course, was really good. Nolan Smith, before he got hurt, was really good. I mean, Nolan Smith chased down a track star when they was running the end around. The play he got hurt. The dude run a 4.3 that he chased down from behind. A 4.3, and Nolan Smith, our edge rusher, chased him down. But Nolan Smith was getting pressure. I think he had like 3 QB pressures. He was on everything. He damn near forced a sack and almost got a sack. He stepped DTR to step up. I forgot who got the sack. I think it was Marlon T. One of them got the sack, one of the defensive tackles, but Nolan Smith had himself a day. I can't wait for that all 22. Yeah, the defensive line, Mariota was really good. Tyron Jackson towards the end of the game was really good. Defensive line is the defensive line. Now in the corners, watching this as a group, it really stood out like who deserves to be the backup corners. I'm happy we played their wide receiver core because that Watkins kid was going off. I'm going to tell you my top 3 who should make the team. Josh Jobe, they were scared to even throw his way. He was locking stuff down. Mario Goodrich is a second. Third, I might be biased, but I'm going my guy Eli Ricks. Eli Ricks had an average day. He didn't have that great day that he had before, but he had an average day. They put him on the Watkins kid. You know what? You stick him. Watkins got the best of him. He got the best of Watkins sometimes. And even a touchdown, right? If you're a casual fan, you'll probably put that on Eli Ricks. But when you watch it, Eli Ricks made a great play. Now, Justin Nevis was supposed to hit Watkins so it could be a drop, a bobble. Justin Nevis was supposed to save that touchdown. It was just a great catch by Watkins, but Eli Ricks made a play. And there was some plays Watkins made Eli Ricks look silly. I seen Eli Ricks hit the ground. The release was so clean. But Eli Ricks, the very next play, made it up. Think the Watkins kid was going for a post route, and Eli Ricks made it up. So again, those my three. I think Keely Ringo, they didn't look too good. I mean, raw talent. Like Keely Ringo will be right there. It was one play. A lot of people was clowning him on Twitter, like, oh, his controller must have died. Like, if he located the ball, it would have been a pick. It was a bad throw. And then I think the Watkins kid caught it. It's like, Ringo, what if you just put your hands out? You would have got it. So that's my top three that should like be behind certain corners. Well, not certain, of course, the Avonte Maddox, the James Bradbury, and the Darius Slay. Those my three. Cause that McPherson might be out for the season again. Well, those my three that should make the team, that should be behind. All of them undrafted, by the way. So shout out to them. Those are just my three. The safety group, the safety room was okay. I mean, I really like what Sidney Brown was doing. I think Sidney Brown, I'm saying this right now, I think he should start beside Reed Blankenship. I think he had a better day than Kayvon Wallace. I believe he had a better day than Justin Evans. I don't really know the McCullum kid, but Sidney Brown really stood out, man. Hit sticking, making his presence felt. I want to see him more in the first quarter. I think he came in towards the end of the first quarter, but I want to see him start. I think the last preseason game, I think he should start. Let him start, play like 6 minutes or so. When I look at the roster right now, Sidney Brown should be starting. All right, so let's move the ball to the offensive side. Let's, I guess, talk about some of the positives I see. Tanner McKee showed out. It was some drops. I'm pretty sure if I take a look at his numbers, it's not going to look as good because of the drops. Joseph Nagata really stood out. Zacchaeus really reminds me of a positive Nelson Aguilar. Positive Nelson Aguilar. The way he was moving, he was shifty. He had to deal with bad throws by Marcus Mariota. He looked really good. I was happy to see him come back out. Man, he gave me like positive Nelson Aguilar vibes. The route running, how quick he is. He's not as fast as Quez, but Zacchaeus looked really good. Joseph Nagata again. If we decide to keep 2 extra wide receivers, it's Nagata and Zacchaeus by far. If we decide to keep 6, by far. I felt bad for my guy Grant Katera. Grant Katera was getting wide open and Marcus Mariota just was not hitting him. Grant Katera was open almost the whole game and Marcus Succiota was not hitting him. Marcus Succiota, man. Come on, man. He was not hitting my guy at all. He was open the whole game. The whole game, man. I'm going to get into the negatives because I was just about to go in on that offensive line. But I would say this. The third team offensive line looked pretty good. The third team offensive line looked pretty good. Wide receivers, like I said, the only 2 that really stood out was Zacchaeus and Joseph Nagata. The rest of those dudes, I don't know what they were doing, to be honest. The tight end battles look pretty good too. I like that Brady Russell kid. Tyree Jackson picked it up. Like I said, Grant Katera was getting wide open, but he had to deal with Marcus Mariota. So yeah, that's how I feel about the offense. Not too much positives to go on. Also, well, I guess I could talk about this because this is somewhat of a positive or a great positive. I see Sermon. You know, he was out of it. He fumbled. He missed the block. He comes back around, plays with Tanner McKee. Tanner McKee gets the offense going, the juices going, the crowd going. He runs a 33-yard touchdown. I like that Jalen Hurts pulled him to the side, like, bro, like, got to get your head back in. And then Sermon made a case again. He turned it around. That fumble might be held against him. Don't fumble in situations like that. But again, he turned it around and gave us a touchdown. Can't be mad at that because that showed toughness and grit. can't be mad at that. So let's get into the negatives, and we're gonna start with the defense first. Dang, I hate to harp on Zach McPherson because he's dealing with an injury, but Zach, really, really, man, you let bruh cook you like that, bruh. Come on, Zach McPherson. Again, prayers up for Zach McPherson, but I gotta keep it a buck. He was getting cooked. But then, as I said, the game went on, got it together. Definitely got it together. 13 defensive line. I let a quarterback break 5 tackles. 5 tackles and get a first down? Really? And like I said, man, the only 3 corners I really like in this game, Ricks, Mario Goodrich, and Josh Jobe. Keely Ringo. What are we doing? What are we doing? Greedy. What are we doing? Come on, man. Justin Evans. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? Defense third team got some stuff to do, but this game really separated guys. That's what I like. This game really separated guys, where last game, you know, some guys might have been close, but this separated. This was like the Moses stick separated the river, man. Offense. A lot of bads, man. Deion Kane. It breaks my heart to watch him because he's so talented. He know how to get open. He know what he's doing. He know how to draw flags. Bro can't catch. He can't catch. He know how to get open. He know how to run routes. He can release off the line really, really well. He got the speed. He just simply can't catch the ball. That's the problem with Deion Kane. He can't catch. Marcus Succiota, man. He simply can't throw. Dudes were wide open. He just simply can't sling that rock. He can't sling the rock. Second team offensive line. Yes, I'm mad at y'all. I put Josh Sills right there. Making my guy Kenneth Gainwell look bad because y'all can't hold your blocks. Josh Sills looked like he ain't even want to play football. What is going on? But again, this game really separated from the weak from the strong. It really did. So shout out to the Browns for giving us a competition. Shout out to them. And it was one of them weird days where our players were getting hurt. None against the Browns, but their players weren't. It was just one of those. We lost 6, they lost none. So, yeah, man, that's my initial reaction to the game. So, hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about the game? How do you feel about Marcus Mariota sucking? The fumble by Trey Sermon, the cornerbacks. I think this game really separated from the weak, strong. But this is Eagle Al, man. Come on.